Hey players, this is Friaza. Today I'm going to show you how to make a start menu / splash screen using ROBLOX Studio and ROBLOX Lua. So I'm in ROBLOX Studio 2013 in build mode, and I'm going to click on Player GUI inside my player. If you don't have Explorer Properties and Output open, click View Explorer, View Properties and View Output. Now Player GUI, insert Basic Objects, Screen GUI, as that is where all the GUIs go. And I'm going to name this Start Menu and insert Basic Objects, and I am going to have an image label to cover the background. I don't have an image, but I'm just going to change the colour of it to a nice bluey colour, and then go to size and change the X and Y scale to 1 to make it full screen. And I'm going to change the name of this to backing. I won't need to edit this, so it's cool, but I just like the name being backing. It's a better name than the default. And now I'm going to add a text button, and this will be the play button. I'm going to change the size to about 0.12 and 0.24, or maybe 0.3 and 0.15 would be better. It's hard to judge because I don't have a widescreen monitor and I've got all these GUI open, so but I do have a rough idea, so it's not that important anyway. Yeah, size 24 is good. Damn it, I scrolled down and it scaled it back to 11. There we go. And I want the default colour to be slightly more grey and a bit brighter, I guess. Would that work? Yeah, that works quite well. And the name isn't going to be button, so play or start would be better. So I prefer play over start. I'm over play guy. And I'm going to change the positions Y scale to 0.35, or yeah, 0.3 is better because this is actually quite big. Maybe even 0.25. And I'm going to rename the button to play also. And I'm also going to have an about button, so right click and about. We're only going to have 2 buttons. You can however add more, of course, so keep that in mind when you're positioning everything and such. 0.55. And rename about. And now that we've got this out of the way, I know this is a bland start menu, but you can however add images and such and spice it up a little. I however going to keep it plain for this tutorial's sake. Insert Basic Objects local script, not normal script, because if the server starts lagging and your GUI starts lagging out, then it's going to look pretty bad. We want it to look nice and non-laggy, so we're going to keep it local. So now I'm going to tag player as player equals game dot players dot local player. We can access our player in local scripts using this, as long as it is actually local. Of course you can't find out who's the local player is from workspaces, it could be anyone, so but since this is inside our starter, it's basically inside us inadvertently, it knows who our local player is. And menu equals script dot parent, play equals menu dot play, about equals menu dot about. And there we go. Function MouseEnter play button, and empty brackets because we don't want anything in there, as that just allows us to specify the exact position that the mouse enters the play button. And then we're going to add a functions connection line, so play.MouseEnter connect MouseEnter play button, and play.MouseLeave connect mouse left play button, and we're going to have a new function here to match that connection line. Function mouse left play button and end. Now what we're going to have here is we're going to change the colour and such for the play button and then change it back here. So before we mess things up, we'll want to record the colour here. And we have the size 24 right now, so we're probably going to increase it to 36, so we'll get that easy one out of the way first. Font size. So play.font size equals size 36, and then I'm going to change it back down here to size 24. Size 24. And then for the colour, play.background color free equals color free.new, and now we need to get the free colours. The problem with this is these numbers down here are between 1 and 255, but these three numbers here need to be between 0 and 1. They can't have points. I have my own system for it. Basically 250 divided by 5 is 50, and the max number is 255. And also 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. So for every 50 here, we can convert it to 0.2 here and then get roughly the right amounts. So let's see, 50, 100 is 0.4, then it's got an extra 45, so that's like 0.55. Yeah, 0.54 I'll put. And then this is pretty much 150, so 0.6, and then for the extra 10, I'll give it an extra 2. And then for the last number, 170, so that's 350s, so that's 0.6, then it's like halfway there, so 0.7 will do, as it's between 0.6 and 0.8. And that's the current number, so that's when we leave, so we'll put it down here. And that's us turn it back to normal already without doing anything. Okay, now what do we want to change it to? More blue presumably, so I'll copy these numbers. Yeah. Now to do the same with these numbers. 0.2, so that's like 0.1, and then the second number is 168, so that's like 0.65. And then 170 is yeah, 0.7, so that's about right. Yeah, that should be right. I think I'll add an extra 1 here just to make it slightly more blue though. And now the next part is the size. How size works is we use udem2.new for GUI, and it is 4 arguments, being the x's size scale, the x's output, the x's offset, the y's scale, and then the y's offset. So I'll show you here. Play.size equals udem2.new 0000, and we're only going to change the first and third number, as these are the size for the x and the size for the y. And currently it's 0.3 and 0.15, so I'm going to record this down here before we lose that or mess it up. 0.3. You can put 0.3, but I like having 0.3 because it distracts me less when I'm reading it. And 0.45, 0.75, 0.225. I'll put it as that. And have I messed up here? I don't think so, but who knows? You can only really tell when you test it and see if it actually has any physical errors. No, it actually turned out perfect. That is good. Although it's a little bit wide in the y-axis, but no, that's fine actually, because we won't have these open at the same time, so we're going to do the same for the about button, by the way. So I'm going to copy all of this and paste it down here, mouse left about. Now what we're doing here is pretty much just changing play to about. So I'm going to look for play and type in about, and you can press Ctrl F to get the search up. Then I'm going to Ctrl C to copy about, And then I'm going to keep doing this and pressing Control V to change our sizes to about. And there we go. So that's the play button and about button, like the visual effects done. And now what we're going to do is add an effect to the play button. So for this we're going to use mouse button 1 down or up, play.mouse button 1 down, which is basically when you left click, connect mouse air, or play game. I'll name the function play game, and function play game, empty brackets again. And at the end of this I'm going to remove everything, so menu remove. And I'm going to comment this out for now. Actually I won't comment it out, I'll just be really careful not to delete the whole thing. And now we're going to have a loop, so for, or actually I'll have a variable first just to make sure that there's no duplicate clicks. Has pressed play equals false. I'm going to copy this here, so that we can only activate this once. I could just disable the script, but that's meh. So if has pressed play is equal to false, then and then end, so that the player can't keep clicking it and cause a lot of weird stuff to happen. Now we're going to have a loop for GUI move equals 120. This is just the name for it. I mean, I don't want to name all of my loops I for good practice. 20 do. Play.position equals udem2.new 0000, and I'm going to increase this by 0.05 every 20 of the loops. And I'm also going to put if GUI move is greater than or equal than 10, then end, and I'm going to do it the same with about. You'll see why in a second, but you might have already guessed that this is for effect. About.position. And now after this I'm going to move about position. Well, actually what I could do is make this 30 and this if GUI move is less than or equal than 20, then and put that here, and we'll save ourselves a loop. And I'm just going to tab this out. And now what will happen is the GUI will slide off the screen and then it will remove itself. Now let's test this. After I add this to starter GUI, of course, so we don't lose it. Okay, so I'm going to click this and it should slide off the screen. Okay, it doesn't. I know what happened though, I've done this loads of times before. The error is that I made it keep positioning as if it was teleporting, but we want to make it equal itself. Dot position plus udem2.new equals play. I bet those of you that already knew the error, if you're sniggering right now, but yes, we want to make it equal itself plus the new position, so there, that's that sorted. And once again I'm going to copy this into the start menu, good practice, I mean the starter GUI, and you'll also want to save the game regularly so that you do not lose any files. And there we go, it slides off the screen, all nice. Now let's put this back. Now for the about button, what I'm going to do is add a text label and make it size 0.5, and put it in the start menu here. And I'm going to position it at about 0.25, and I'm going to insert basic objects text button, and this is going to go at the bottom, the top right corner, so 0.9, no, not the size, point 1, point 1, and it's behind this GUI, so what I want to do is change the Z index to 2 so that it appears above this other GUI, and then I'm going to, oh wait, the Y should be bigger than the X because most people have full screen mods, so, or a full screen monitor, a widescreen monitor, sorry, so it will stretch out a little if it's not like that. And I'm going to name this X and make it size 12 X, so it should be fairly obvious that it closes the GUI. 0.9, and I'm going to change the background transparency to 0.4 so that it's not sticking out like a sore thumb. Oh, and that's slightly off actually. So there we go. And now this text, just as label, I want to increase its size to about 18 and then change a few settings here. First of all, text Y alignment equals top, and I might just make it left aligned, let's see. Testing, I like tests, do you like tests? Okay, so it's not scaled, we need to scale the text. Okay. Now what you could do is make like loads of wee GUIs inside each other, and make maybe the top one say like instructions and then another box telling you how to play. Or you could like go into Paint.net, Photoshop, Paint, or GIMP, whatever photo editing software you use, or picture editing software, and then make an image and giving instructions on how to play the game, because it looks much better than just text. But for tutorial's sake, I will make this very simple. How to play that game, and that text is massive, so I'm going to make it smaller. And oh wait, that's text scale, not text wrapped. Yeah, text wrapped is what makes it stick inside the box, so you want text wrapped text, sorry. Yeah, that'll about do it. It looks very horrible, but who cares? What works works. That's too bright. I want it to be kind of whitish, but at the same time not white. And that a bit matches the purpose. Yeah, let's not spend too much time in this. And I'm going to name this close, or minimize would be better, minimize. And rename this to info. And I'm just going to tag these up here. Info equals script.parents.info. Minimize equals info.minimize. And now down here I'm going to put minimize.mouse button 1 down connect minimize info, because we can't name it in minimize because we can't have a function, a variable having the same name, so that could cause problems. Function minimize info and then end, and what I'm just going to do here is put info dot visible equals false. And there we have it for that. Now for the when the player clicks the GUI in the first clicks the about button in the first place, I'll want to have about.mouse button 1 down connect info pop up function info pop up end, and I'm just going to make this visible, so info dot visible equals true, and if info dot visible is equal to true, then, and I can just put else here and the line fall through, or you can put else if info dot visible is equal to false. info.visible equals false, and I'm going to tab this out. And let's see if there's any problems here, which there probably will be, but yeah, paste it down here. Okay, that closes, so at least that works. About, okay, now what's going on here? This should, I'm not getting any errors either, so that's a pain. About, mouse down, connect, info pop-up function, info pop-up, if info.visible is equal to false, that's a mistake. Is equal to false, then info is equal to true, else that's cool. Just a simple mistake there. Okay, and now we get this pop-up. Now it opens and closes like this, and we can also close it here, so that's pretty handy. It does look terrible, but as I said, you can however make a better one with this knowledge. Well, that's actually it. That was a lot faster than expected. Well, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. Goodbye, players.